The Badang might just be what they need to send Fenix home all the way. But for Fenix, it's now or never. Everything relies on game number 2. Fenix versus RSG SG.
All right, let's jump right into it, right? Instantly, we're seeing some early trades in that mid lane, but Royal Milk has a lot of work ahead of him. Half the time, he has been playing the weak side of the map. Now, he must play strong side. He must dominate this lane and make sure that this Badang is unable to hit his 2-item power spike before carry is able to achieve a Winds of Nature.
Yeah, otherwise, it's going to be disaster, right, for Fenix. And this is good. This is good. They do have a lane to work with. Quite different to what we saw in game number 1, but this mid lane is what I'm a little bit curious about, right? I don't think that the Kadita has the best clear.
Early rotation, Diablo already forcing the Purify. That's first blood for the Badang. He doesn't do good in the 1v1 duel in lane, but it certainly does do good in ganks. Perfect execution so far of this early game. Lucian Cutie, though, going to be targeted down by Fenix. Oki's forced to try to help, but Fei-Yan was really holding on to that ultimate.
Now, that's what I wanted to say, right? I don't think the Kadita has good clear compared to the Faramis, so that's why the Badang went up, but look at this.
There you go, the heavy spin. It was saved, and it was saved for this.
Oh, okay, I was holding my breath there for a second. But no, I totally agree with you, right? Again, you need an enabler for this Badang. You can't expect Badang to just show up and do the job, and especially since his battle spell is far more valuable than any of his abilities in his kit. Besides his ultimate, of course, but let's keep in mind, right? I was expecting to see Fenix to instantly try to go for maybe something a little funky, right? Throw their support into the mid lane with their mage to come walk up through their side and get an early kill, or maybe at least put Arla in a, put Badang in a life deficit against the Arla.
We'll see here already some emphasis here in the bottom lane. It feels like once again they are trying to play through that EXP lane, but they have to be careful as Bray already on the next objective.
Oh, Royal Milk with the final slash is able to deal some damage right now. That's going to be Minions Fury, but oh, it's Fei-Yan who wins it out. Bray's going to be slain. Roy now looking for the Breath of the Ocean. The rough waves as well. The heavy spin does not connect onto him just yet, but it's still going to be pinned down. And that's Royal Milk with some damage with the Vengeance. One more hit, but Roy is able to escape. Just barely here.
They will convert this, though. We will expect to see Fenix. Oh, wow, trying to turn it around here. No kill should technically go through, but you can see that Royal Milk, he's hungry for it. He wants somebody to make that first mistake.
Okay, well, they're going at it again. Counter Revenge and the Rage. Simple is down, and Diablo picks a second kill up.
Now, that's disrespect. That one is 100% disrespect. You shouldn't be walking up that close, especially against a Badang.
And, like, you don't have the information whether or not he's actually used his ultimate, so clearly, there's a little bit of maybe misplays kind of happening right now here in the early game, but it's still too early to tell. 3 minutes in, Benny already with a Corrosion Scythe. Is that a good thing or a bad thing for the Beatrix right now?
I think for now, Beatrix should be fine, right? She's not going to participate in a majority of these fights. It's just how we see Bray. Okay, he's fine. He's fine. We're not going to see it escalate further than this, right? Now, coming back to it, Benny, he's going to be stuck in his lane for a very long time. And as long as this Beatrix is stuck with him, that's great for Fenix. That is the main idea. If they're looking for ways to punish, they might be able to look for potential invades, but generally, these neutral objectives are going to be extremely important for Simple.
Okay. Well, for both of these teams, again, they're just playing it really passively with no neutral objective. Bottom lane, there's a little bit of a dive or a gank attempt, but Diablo's playing this really well. He plays this a lot in ranked. So, and again, he went for Master of Assassin's Emblem. This is crazy. He really likes damage.
He wants to greed out, right? This team enables him to greed out. His job isn't simple, though, right? Let's keep in mind that PX7 does have that Call Altar, and it's the one countering it, well, secondary ability to kind of keep his team alive in these tough situations, in these tough spots.
Okay, there's a fist crack coming down from Diablo. That's a rough waves as well. Royal Milk very low, has the final slash, is able to escape, and that's going to be the outplay. Roy falls. Royal Milk with the sustain, surviving, and that's going to be more from Fenix. They want to push this pace even further onto the turtle. That's going to be reset for now. RSG SG, they have what it takes to keep on going right now. Diablo to be able to lock Simple out, but Simple is still able to flicker out of that one with a Minions Fury already used up. Bray still wants to go for the 50-50 play. That's the retreat, and Bray wins it out. Heavy spin doesn't pin him down. Bray with the fast hands gets out with a puncture.
Dang, I can't tell if he hit level 7 first and then Retribution, or he hit level 7 after he got it pre-7. Really nicely done coming in from RSG. Now let's keep in mind that Fenix, they want RSG to make that first move. They want to look for the counter engage. That's why the Minoan Fury and as well as that final slash are such high priority ultimates to have on top of the call altar, but that's more of an insurance policy more than anything else. Potential dive on top side.
Good revenge and the range. Lock and simple down. Thorn Rose doesn't need it. This is Nibiru who picks up the kill. Roy now just buying some time, distracting the back as RSG trying their best to again just siege down this turret. It's a 1v1, Fayan and Bray, just a little bit there, but Oki will be able to complete that BOD, a power spike for this Beatrix. Lucian QD forced to use that flicker already because of PX7, bringing it back.
RSG are just playing to their game plan, right? Unlock this Beatrix, start taking down these tier 1 turrets, and then repeat of game number 1. That is their general idea. That's how the siege works.
Yeah, with how both of these teams have kind of, you know, comprised themselves, have drafted themselves, I feel like RSG, they want to step on the paddle, with the reason being that if they clump in 5v5, I do think Fenix has a upper edge and an advantage when it comes down to those team fights because of the resources that they have and the amount of damage that they're able to output when there's not really much of a front line coming in from RSG, which is why you can see here Roy, Diablo always very active, looking for ganks, looking to create the 5v5 to be uneven so they can actually win something on the map.
Another thing to keep in mind here is the secondary objectives that these teams can actually start playing for, right? I'm oh no.
Wow. Good
Okay.
read from Lucian QD,
Yeah,
forcing the Purify.
Yeah, he gets the Purify out of him, so that's gonna hurt for this upcoming turtle. Let's see, right? Again, RSG, again, a majority of them don't have their ultimates, and we can expect that Diablo doesn't want to rotate as early as possible because Arlet, he's got first move, and now this is going to be a full 5v5 in just a little bit.
Oh, we used the rough waves already now. Oh, that's going to be the re-engage from Royal Milk. Roy.
Oh,
flicker
no.
burn from Diablo. Well played to Royal Milk there, and even the Retribution goes to Faye with a 50-50 play. Bray isn't able to win that out. Now with puncture brought back by the Shadow Stampede. Both teams disengage, and RSG are only sitting at a very, very slight gold lead.
That was an interesting play coming out from RSG's side. They knew Arlet was moving out. They wanted to try and punish him off that rotation, and now Lucian QT has been sitting on this top side to ensure that this Beatrix isn't going to get dived. Royal Milk starting to scale up fast, but remember the secondary objectives, right? It's about the junglers who can fight for these neutral objectives, because eventually the Lord is going to be the main win condition for both Fenix as well as RSG. If they can get that level lead on their jungler, therefore, they should have an easier time to actually secure these neutrals.
There's revenge and the rage. Once again, Lucian just really simple there. With Bennett, they're able to pick him off. And now with Retribution as well. Roy's going to be pinned down, and it's going to be a trade. 1-for-1. Roamer for a mid laner. Or both mid laners, actually. No, Roamer mid, yeah.
Yeah, right now, okay, he's doing, again, this is the same motions again and again and again, and I think, you know, Fenix, they need to recognize this. There is some mythology to RSG's madness.
Yeah.
Royal Milk getting engaged on Diablo. I don't think he's going to be in range to actually do some more, but this dynamic duo is in the bottom lane right now, and honestly, RSG still have more map pressure.
I mean, it's been 8 minutes of the game. So much has happened already, so much action, but it's still 3-4, and no turrets have been taken down just yet. So I think there needs to be a little bit more emphasis when it comes down to these objectives. Sure, turtles have been taken, but what can they do with it, right? The Beatrix has yet to find a turret either in the top or in the bottom side, and with a 400 gold lead, which is little to nothing, what differences can we see?
Well, here's the difference right here. As you mentioned it, they do a quick, cheeky lane swap, making sure that Badang is left alone on that top side. So regardless of who decides to show up there, at least they have an opportunity. Look, bottom tier 1 instantly down.
Good siege for the side of RSG. Still taking it slow. Oh, simple. Jumping in, Roy. Oh, he actually went in with the rough waves there. He's going to be slain, but Bennett's Rage will collide onto them right now as Diablo's going to be taken down. 3-man Tyra's Revenge, but it only connects onto one with the Rage. Phantom execution onto the back. Bray looking for diving all the way with a puncture right now. But he's going to be knocked up by Simple, and the healing really saved Fenix. Fei Yan coming down with a heavy spin. The Thorn Rose isn't enough to take him out. But Bray will certainly fall. Oki is not able to help his jungler.
Beautiful play coming in from Fenix. They timed it well. Okay, PX7, he's still alive, but it looks like RSG, even though they did lose a majority of their members, they're still going to press the agenda. They're trying to slow down this lore take as much as possible.
Yeah, I don't think they played that right? I don't know what RSG was thinking. They were going in 1 by 1. They were losing bodies left and right, and yet they still tried to commit onto something. But here we go.
Oh, that was a close one. Fist crack and rough waves. Good red tree by Feiyan.
Timing it well, but look at the top side, right? While all this is happening, just slowing them down for a couple of seconds is more than enough for Oki to actually get the tier 1 on that top side. Now, the next problem that they're going to deal with is the upcoming Lord push. Once that is done, they go back to their old antiques all over again, and then they repeat the process once more. Fenix is going to wait for RSG to attack, and then RSG will have to try and bait something out from Fenix.
Okay, Lucian QT is already targeting out. Oh, beautiful Mutant Fury to cancel it out right now. As they are going to engage with the Breath of the Ocean, finds 2. Heavy spin instantly with the Call Altar as well, providing the disengage that they need. But Bray, he's dodging away. Oh, the final slash brings him back last second.
Oh.
The Ocean Cutie comes down with rage, and it's a fist crack, the combo wombo from RSG to turn the tides. Oki has the Renner now going for the snipe. On the Simple finds it. Roy just needs to look for one more shot, but Simple gets out.
That was close. That was very, very close, but you have to admit, both sides played that as good as possible. Fenix, especially with the Call Altar, has an insurance policy, but RSG, even they recognize, okay, we gotta figure out a different way to hurt them, right? What does their insurance policy not cover?
I love this. I love that we get an instant replay, right? Because that disengage coming in from Feiyan was so well timed to cancel out that coming in from Roy. But that wombo combo coming in from Diablo as well as the Kufra, that was what I was looking at, right? Because I saw Diablo's positioning. He was waiting in that bush, and it was just timed so well. They were able to execute it on top of one another, and oh man, that was just really cool to see. And RSG, despite being a little bit shaky there, they have taken back that gold lead.
My personal favorite is the adjustment here. Lucian QT decided to actually flicker forward to give them no time to react rather than let it go up full animation, because at any point in time, Simple could have just jumped in front and tanked the full damage, or just knock him right up and then waste their time so he doesn't get the maximum potential of the Tyrant's revenge.
Real-time victory rate doesn't look too good for Fenix, only standing at a 34% here. As the game goes towards the later stage, do they have a better chance?
I think as of right now, Fenix, they've got the tools and resources to do so, right? The question is, how do they layer it? How do they get it out of RSG? And we have to look for these specific conditions. So far, Oki, he doesn't really have to move from his position half the time. So somehow, they're going to need Feiyan to break up the composition of RSG, and then afterwards, layer it with Simple to get his Minoan Fury, and just in case PX7, he's got the Call Altar right at the last second, especially if Roy's looking for the one-shot.
Oh, Diablo's scary. Look at that.
He doesn't know. Roy's in the back.
Okay, Lucian QT's giving call. Oh, he still finds the rage. The Venice rage comes down, but Benny is able to flicker out. Sublime reaction time. And just like that, they might have just gotten a little bit of a lead to go for this Lord that has just spawned in the game. Simple helping his team clear out that mid lane. Bray still standing around with Diablo to try to prevent this Lord from being taken away.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be an easy task to do as well, seeing as Roy is still forced to clear that bottom side. And now, this is even more of a disadvantage for RSG. Do you think Bray can pull it off?
I mean, they're both level 15. They both have exact same odds. Wait.
Final slash now locking him down. Red Tree Quad Bray! Now the snipe. On to the back. Royal Milk very low. Oki is waiting in the midst right now. Looking for the Renner shot right now. The Heavy Spin's going to be able to lock Diablo down. Taking him down. Oki's still free hitting in the back.
Oh my god.
With a flicker forward. Finds a triple. Benny's looking for the recall. Feiyan is running to the wrong side of the map. Roy tried to open it up, but Lucian QT is walking Feiyan down. He wants to go for it. He wants even a solo kill at this point, and Feiyan will just come to his demise.
Take me. My team can hold out for 40 seconds. Just take me. Don't waste my time. We did this once before. We're not gonna do it again. RSG bringing up Singapore, making the fans believe in something once again.
I love when I ask a question, they just instantly answered it. I was wondering if Bray could pull it off with a man at disadvantage, and he was. And look at that Lord marching down in that top side.
Menu and Fury, final slash used up, Big 7. Oki was able to thread the needle right now with the Cult Altar placed down. Lucian QT still going to be able to launch the Timer's Revenge. Good defense from Fenix right now, able to clear out that Enhanced Lord. But RSG are still knocking on the base, looking for more turrets as they go through one by one into these lanes.
Finally, we see the Winds of Nature being purchased by Benny. Now, this could be the time that Fenix finally claps back against RSG. They've got the utility that they've been looking for, and especially when you are playing attack damage, this could be extremely dangerous for Diablo if he tries to go for the one-shot.
Oh my God.
Heavy spin coming down. Diablo able to flicker out. Will he be able to thread the needle? Answer is no. Roy, way too aggressive. Instantly punished for it. Simple. Zoned away with the Mirror's Passion. Bray still able to escape with the Thorn Rose. PX7 bringing him back. Royal Milk with the stun, with the resets, with the Vengeance still going at it. Wants to stick on Bray. Phantom execution now by Bray. A clean disengage by RSG, but they do lose their mid lane.
Beautiful reaction time coming out from Milk, right? Especially when Royal Milk is able to get the final slash on top of following it up with a stun. Lucian QT, do they see him?
They do. The Tyrant's Rage, even no heavy spin on Bray yet, but the Cult Ultra is ready. Okay, beautiful positioning, still able to space out. The final slash by Royal Milk brings them back. It's a shutdown, and Benny flickers forward to claim another double. What are we witnessing?
We're witnessing a turnaround here. Benny is feeling confident. Royal Milk finally gets to play the game. He's no longer playing the weak side. He is the strong side.
Oh my God, 8-1-4 already onto Benny when initially he wasn't online. And like you mentioned, he was waiting for that item coming in through. And Bray here might get caught.
Roy able to find the angle onto Benny, but a heavy spin locks him in place. Roy gets the pass and back up. He finds it, kills somehow. But Benny is godlike. This is a problem for RSG. Slate.
At least they didn't lose an inhibitor. I think that would have been the worst possible outcome for RSG Slate. Bray is able to clear up the waves. Kadena is able to pull attention away by threatening Benny. Feiyan is dead, by the way. He's got 23 more seconds, and that's the exact amount of time that Fenix need to buy for him to get back up and make it to the Lord, because RSG, they're going to look to rush this.
Yeah, they're going to try and capitalize over this. But remember, Benny, they don't have an answer to him because Roy is down. Let's see the creativity they have.
Razor getting chunked low, has the Phantom Execution, is able to escape for now, but that's a resource burnt out. Fenix have used the final slash. Feiyan's back up now. Roy's also back up, and Lucian QT finds a massive pick. Only on the simple now, it's gonna be the Fury forward, onto the flicker as well, Benny! It's a 1v1 of the gold laners, but the Phantom Execution comes down. Now it's Royal Milk, jumping back and forth with the reset. It's gonna be Feiyan with a knock-up as well. Oki gonna be chain CC all the way, but he's still gonna be able to sustain with the House Claws. Life stealing all the way. Bray now, in the midst of it all, jumping back and forth onto PX7. One more hit will do it.
No way!
Slate Singapore! They don't need the Lord. They have wiped Fenix out. PX7 all alone, buying the immortality, a miraculous play. That's the only thing they can bank on, but it will not happen. The Burmese have fallen. RSG have knocked them out.